Welcome to this tutorial for the Business Source Elite database. You can use this database to find industry and company-specific information, as well as journal articles about business concepts and practices. Let's take a quick tour of the EBSCO search interface. At the top left, the first button is New Search. Use this to get back to the search page if you are ready to move on from your old search. Next, you can search for a particular publication, for example, a journal or magazine that you are interested in. Company Profiles is an alphabetical, searchable list of companies for whom EBSCO has put together informational profiles. For more information, check out the video tutorial on MarketLine reports. The thesaurus is an alphabetical listing of terms and keywords and their subject heading equivalents. Sort of like an index has See and See Also listings, the thesaurus will tell you what subject heading to use for your topic. Finally, under the More button, you can do an image search to find particular images that have been published in the journals in this database. Let's start at the advanced search page and try a couple of searches. Let's say you want to find out what it's like in the book publishing industry as an editor. We'll start very generally and just search for editor in an all-text search. As you can see, we get over 700,000 results. These results have to do with many different kinds of editors, so to be more specific, we'll add the term book. Notice that while the number of search results has significantly decreased, it is still quite high. To get that number down to a workable size, we'll take advantage of some of the tools the database provides. Rather than just typing in books in the full-text search area, we'll go to the subject limiters on the left side of the page and check the box for books. We are now down to just over 12,000 results, so to get closer to what we're looking for, we need to get creative. We need to think about what more closely describes the business we're thinking about. Books is a somewhat general term. What we want is something that describes the business of books and book publishing. We'll add industry to the end of book in our search box and try again. Now we're getting somewhere. We've only got around 1,000 results to poke through, and now that we've specified book industry in our search terms, we can pick editors as a subject heading to be even more specific. Perfect. We've only got 65 results, and we can be very confident that they're about some aspect of what it's like to be an editor in the book publishing industry. Let's take a look at the record for an item for another way we could go about our search in the Business Source Elite database. Business Source Elite provides business-specific search tools to help you. One of them is doing an industry code search. One of the industry codes for this item is book publishers, and if we click on the link for the code, it will give us all the results that have been assigned that industry code. Once again, this is a pretty big number of results, but we can use the same narrowing tools that we did before. We'll add editor as a subject heading to our search and see what we get. Again, the number of results is still a bit high, so we'll check the book industry subject heading over in our limiters. And now we have a manageable number of results. Hovering over the preview icon for a result, we can take a look at the subject headings in abstract and see how well we did at narrowing our results. Let's move on to another feature of this database that you might find useful. As stated in the introduction, company profiles provide a lot of useful information about many publicly traded companies. If you're doing research in a particular industry and have certain companies in mind, you can use this feature. But be aware that not all companies in all industries will have a company profile. As you can see here, there are no profiles for some of the major publishers in the book industry. The thesaurus is a listing of all the subject headings used in this database with suggestions for many commonly searched terms that are not subject headings. So if you were trying to figure out what subject heading to use for a search like the one we just did, you could use the thesaurus, type in book, and see what the database suggests for subject headings. This is one way to speed up your search and also get a better idea of how subject headings are constructed and used. Finally, Business Source Elite provides a way to search images, which can be handy for marketing and other types of research. Click the More menu tab, then Images. You can search for just about anything and limit your search by image type. You can use the same limiters on your search results that we used earlier in this video. This has been a brief introduction to using Business Source Elite for research in business, finance, marketing, and related fields. For more help using databases, check out the tutorial on advanced database searching.